Not very cold Monday evening, that's for sure. Recycling nice and quick tonight. That was 2 cans and bottles. Couple of cartons. And we're all done. Well, the classic phrase London bus has come as a phrase for describing the waits today. Because after waiting for a first record since the 16th of February, now we have to get one on Friday. I've got one to start a brand new week. 1969, which means just under 20. There we go, that's to get me year of birth as a score. Not too far in away distance. I'd say not much of a massive change from Friday. 706,485 days. Just under 10k for the month, which, like I say, 5 days in is not too bad. 85k for the year, and 132's gradually going across the top row, but new record 1969. On the game front, we start a new week with Mastho is Together. In sort of a side scroller game, as we'll just show you now. So we'll literally just from one side to the next. We'll see how this one goes. Well, it took some doing, that's to say the least. Nice work, unlocked all these achievements in this game. This one's level 13, just on level 12. This one is a hell of a lot easier, looks wise, than the last one. It took a lot of concentration. But it's a nice completion under the belt. Could be an interesting one in terms of the weight record. That's 3 days in, and we're 2 records down. 1971. In terms of the week itself, I mean, like I say, 132's dropped onto the second row. 710,000 overall. We're now 1840 before any extra rounds. Up to 13,000 for the month, which, being in the fact that we are 7 days in, is not too bad. And we're up to 88k for the year, going strongly. But the main thing is 1971. Game wise, we're on a game called Gaps by Powgi. Well, here's the word based ones. There's a couple in sales this week, so I snapped this one up and we snapped another one called Mixups on this one first, see what it's like. Well, there you go, on Gaps by Powgi. Nice work, unlocked all the achievements on this game compared to some of the Powgi ones we played before. Quite an interesting one because it is like say, guess the words. Final achievement coming up to doing 50 to 150 puzzles. Just take through like an example. Those to guess, obviously, catch, album, choir, awake, ages and trust would be that one. Well, it's Friday and it's update time. 132's now halfway across the second row. Just 1 day shy of 490 days and 2 weeks short of 100. Bearing in mind that April 28th will be the 2-year anniversary when we started this, so we aren't far away. 17,000 for the month itself, and we're barely, well, week and a half in. 92,000 for the year itself. No individual record today, however, a best ever week of 9572, toppling the one of 9517 from a while ago. It does show a bit of progress in that I had 4 records that week. This week only had 2, but the days that weren't records, as you can see, were a good 50 better than when we last did the 9,500. But yep, good way to end the week, 9572. We did say that I bought 2 Powgi games this week. This is the second, Mixups. Now, I'm assuming this is to do with anagrams, based on the title. So, we'll give it a go. Well, it's Saturday afternoon, we haven't done this for a long time. It's Saturday at Bradford Park. As I just about to go in. Castleford Academy, 478 overall, 435 for Wigan, 8th against Castleford Academy, 6 wins and 1 loss. It's a 4-game winning streak. One of the famous ones was we were going for a 10-game winning streak across all competitions 3 or 4 years ago, and they ruined it. So 4 winning streak hopefully can be 5. It's a 67th Academy game, which is over 8 seasons. Not including 2020 because we had a few clashes before they stopped altogether. Looking for 4 home wins in a row, 7 wins in a row for the season, yet to lose. Touch wood, that doesn't change today. And it's a 7th sport in attendance for 2022. Let's hope it's a good one. Oh, bit of an early blow, Castleford went 4-0 up, but half time Wigan 10, Castleford 4. There you go, another great weekend so far sports-wise. Win streak continues, 7 physical attended wins this year. Wigan Academy 22, Castleford 14. So the men's senior team playing France again this weekend, so there's no 11th this week. Oh, it is a special tomorrow, as you'll see soon, as we're off to Bradford tomorrow to watch the women. Well, for a series that has been called out and about, and well, the last couple of years we haven't done much of that. Today is a true testament to the out and about as we make a true trip into the unknown. Castleford was close to unknown. It's a little further as we go to West Yorkshire for the first time ever for a women's game. We will be doing one at Leeds in July, which will be a little easier to do with it being a midweek night, but we're off to Bradford, to the Horsfall Stadium for Bradford against Wigan Women. Should be an interesting one, which involves 2 trains and 2 buses before we get there. But you'll see that as the journey goes on. Boat journey done with 5 minutes to spare. Oh, I hate a breather. Really puts the pressure on, but we arrived at Wigan North Western for leg 2, which is a train to Preston. So, catch me breath. So, first train done, we arrived in Preston station. Now, it's been 9 years, I think, since we last set foot in the station, when we were around this time going to Blackpool. We were on a holiday for the weekend, so yeah, it has been a while. We've got a bit of a gap now until the next connection, which is 20 minutes, and then that is the train to Bradford, where obviously there's a bus, and then we'll be there. But yeah, feeling a bit strange because I say I haven't been here for a long time, but yeah, I remember every single part of it. But leg 2 done, leg 3 soon. Well, a bit of a panic because the train said that it was next stop was New Pudsey rather than Bradford, so we had to ask for a bit of assistance just to check. But we are here at Bradford interchange, so after the train's done till about 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to go over there now to see if we can try and get a bus to Horsfall Stadium. But wow, that panicked me. Searching to see whether you'd missed a stop or read the train wrong. Northern, sort your boards out. That really did nearly give me an early heart attack. Well, originally the plan was to go to Horsfall for this game, which we've just passed there. Horsfall is definitely a new one for me. So, 2 buses, 2 trains, and we're here. Horsfall Community Stadium. It is home of Bradford Park Avenue, although when we were following Schem, we never got to play them. They're a little too high for us, but we're here. Let's hope it's a good trip. So here we are at Horsfall Stadium. This is a completely brand new venue, not a brand new city though, because we have done Oddsall before, back about 8 years ago. We lost it. Hopefully that's not an old one for today, with it being a new one. But 479 overall, 436 for Wigan. 3rd against Bradford Women. We've had a bit of everything really, other than a defeat, a win and a draw. This is the 128th away trip, no milestone. Would have been nice to do this on a milestone one, but the 4th Women's Challenge Cup game. I think, in a physical sense, we may have won 1 and lost 2, I think. It's the 28th women's game overall for me. However, because of the season itself, looking for 8 wins in a row, 4 away wins in a row. This is the first ever women's away game for me outside of the Northwest, because we've only ever been to, as they say, Castleford last month and St Helens. And it is the 8th support in attendance in 2022. Half time here at Horsfall Stadium. Bradford Bulls Women 6, Wigan 22. So far so good. 2 brilliant tries from Georgia Wilson on the first half. She's definitely not lost her pace. And making it free entry is certainly not going to benefit Bradford, because we've seen players from Featherstone and York, whose games were earlier this afternoon. Could have made a killing with the money, Bradford, but so far so good for Wigan, 22-6. So well, there we go, 4th time in a Horsfall Stadium, and it's another successful away trip. Bradford Bulls Women 6, Wigan Warriors Women 44. So a new venue and a victory. So that means it's 8 wins for the season physically, 4 away wins in a row. It's got to end sometime, and well, as it is a Sunday, sporting week finishes, so it's a long trip home now, back home. Next week is only going to be one rugby, which is Castleford on Thursday night, which will be going for a 9th win in a row. It would be York in the Women's Challenge Cup next Sunday, but the fact that York have moved it to 12 o'clock kick-off means it's near on impossible to get there for that time. But all good. Wigan winning on the road. So that's the first bus of the evening done. 682 back to Bradford. This is Bradford interchange. Didn't really have much chance to have a look around before. But it's quite a very good one. Bus and train, you don't even have to leave the building. So, train home, well, train to Preston at least. Lots of Yorkshire leg done. And I'm back in Preston. The only problem with being in Preston this time, coming from Yorkshire, is that there's no train between 9:20 and 10:20. So when you're getting off the Bradford to Preston train at 21:41, it means, as you can see on the clock there, it says 21:53. We're another 40 minutes till the train to Wigan, which is going to be 25 minutes in length, comes. But, like I say, in Preston, so it's home to Wigan. And then it's, well, the end of a pretty quiet week that ended with a very long trip. Well, there you go. That's a very long afternoon of travel, which was, let's see, 3 buses and 4 trains. Wigan, North Western and Wood.